The two brothers point to their home. At least it was until the early hours of Tuesday morning. It's the one with the collapsed roof. We were sleeping. We heard the sound of the plane and it fired, Ahmed, the elder of the two, says. They and their family are lucky to have survived. Beneath the rubble, some of their neighbors perished. These are the survivors of the extended Barakat family. We were woken at 3:30 by an explosion so loud it blew my ears out. I opened my eyes and I saw a ball of fire coming down on me from the skies. Muhanna Barakat remembers cradling his wounded son. 2 floors collapsed on top of them, killing 2 of his daughters. One was 14, the other 5. 3 of his children were wounded. In all, he says, 15 civilians were killed. We're told the homes in the village of Kafr Daryan and Idlib were hit during the initial coalition airstrikes. This is video from that night, as residents desperately tried to dig through the rubble. Here, a body is being pulled out. Through Skype, we reached the Syrian activist who filmed the videos, Salah Kojo. He says it was a woman among those killed. Throughout the revolution, we never heard explosions like this, Kojo tells us. The coalition says they are targeting ISIS, but we saw the opposite, he says. The U.S. says it launched airstrikes against ISIS and other terrorist targets that night. So why this residential area, which villagers say is far away from any rebel groups? No one here understands. The Pentagon says it is looking into allegations of civilian casualties. Arwa Damon, CNN, Gaziantep, Turkey.